Hi everybody, it is Sarah Mandy here. I am a top leader with my network marketing company. And today I want to, or I guess tonight, because it's tonight where I am, but probably today where some of you are, I want to talk to you about organizing and prioritizing your life, and especially if you're in an online business. So I'm in an online business. I run it from where you're looking at right now in my dining room, and I have so many people on my Facebook list that are in entrepreneurs. They have their own network marketing company. They work from home, and this will be helpful for everybody. So if you find value in this and you know that if you have people on your list that are people who are running online businesses from home, this will be helpful to everybody. It is going to go over a bunch of different things. And if you feel like it'll be helpful, please feel free to share the broadcast, because I feel like I'm trying to reach as many people as possible with this. So there are things with our business. So we find that it's really hard to balance. Like, I work full time. I'm off for the summer, but I work full time, and you're trying to balance, your relationship, maybe you have kids. I don't have kids, but I'll give you some examples to use if you do have children. I have 2 dogs. They're like fur children. So non-negotiables. So what are your boundaries? So you have to kind of think about it and set up what your boundaries and non-negotiables will be for your specific life and what's going to work for you. So that's sort of where I'm going to start with. So hey Kelly, thanks for joining. Hey Darla, I saw Raz was on. Who else do we have on here? Wanda, Brenda, Lakita, thanks so much for joining in, guys. Honestly, if you find value in this, please feel free to share the broadcast. So your non-negotiables, and these are going to be different for everybody, but some non-negotiables to think about. You have to have family time. So there needs to be family time. There needs to be you time, and you have to know your why. Why are you doing the business you're doing? Why do you get up every single day and put in the hours of what you're doing? What is your purpose? So I really think that that's something that a lot of people, if you go in and you're like, I don't really have a why, well, it's going to be really hard to do a business like this and put the hours in and be motivated and want to push yourself if you have zero why. So work with intention. So when you're sitting down, I like to work on my laptop. I prefer to work on my laptop. I work on my phone a lot, but I honestly prefer to work on my laptop, and I love to just sit down and know my intended purpose. So what is your intended purpose of what you want to do and in that moment? And hold yourself accountable to it. So I'm going to talk about a couple different things when it comes to accountability and what you need to do. Get up and show up. So when you wake up in the morning, get up and show up every day to whatever online business you're running like it's a job, because it is a job. That is your livelihood. For a lot of the girls on my team, that is their main source of income. So get up and treat it like a job. Don't treat it like a hobby, or it will always feel like a hobby, and it will pay you like a hobby. And if you don't want to be paid like a hobby, then you need to treat it like a job. So income producing activities. This is the most important thing, and I preach this all the time. You have to be doing income producing activities. What that means, every company is going to be a little bit different, but income producing activities are, following up with people. For us, for our business, it's hosting online parties. It's talking about the opportunity to people every single day. It's really just pushing yourself, to do those things that are going to take you forward in your business. It's not getting stuck in the Facebook hole scroll, as we like to call it, or just looking through people's stuff, or getting caught looking at, cat videos or dog videos, although I love funny dog videos, but not looking at Jen's wedding or baby pictures, just not getting caught up in those things. So if it's not a okay, so, and I think the really big thing when we're running an online business is we have this term of I don't have time. I don't have time to do this. I don't have time to do that. There's all sorts of things that get in the way, and you make the excuse of I don't have time. But I think if you just change your mindset and change your thinking on that and just say, I don't have this, it's not a priority to me right now. So maybe there's something that is like a major priority, like, you know, your kid's final baseball game, or, you know, your kid's baseball game in general, because you should be at all of them. Or, you know, like your kid's got to eat, so you got to make dinner. So there's priority time, and then there's times where, like, if you don't have time to work your business at that moment, that's fine. But don't tell yourself that you don't have time for the business in general. You just don't have time for it at that time. So it's not a priority. So I think you have to remember that. Make checklists. Checklists are like, I mean, this is my like sort of bread and butter. So I get this planner every single year, and this is sort of like my Bible for the year, because it is all the beginning, all the dates at the beginning, and it's already filling up like crazy. This is my August, okay? So this is like 90% like my life and my business is at the beginning. And then throughout the planner, this is all, it's like a teacher planner as well. And in the teacher planner, so I can have my teaching planner and I can have my business planner all in one. Like, this is something that goes to work with me every day, comes home with me every single day. So this is huge. And I think that if you need to find something, like a lot of people like the electronic, they like to have like a checklist on their computer. Hey, Lucia, all the way from Australia. So if you like to have like a checklist in your phone that's going to remind you to follow up with people, that's going to remind you to make 5 friends today because you should be networking, that's going to remind you to post on your wall, then make a checklist in your phone that's going to send you those reminders so you don't forget to do them every day. Until they become a habit, you're never going to do those things naturally. And there's certain things with an online business that you have to do every single day in order to progress it. So I think it's really important that you are, you know, using your time wisely, but also making checklists. And like, some people will make something as simple as like make coffee today, and then they'll have the next checklist of like fold the laundry, and then, you know, add 5 friends, go make 5 friends on Facebook, and then maybe book a couple online parties if you run online parties with your business. So you really just need to kind of prioritize your time. So there's lots of there's a lot of scheduling websites that you can use. I use one for my parties because it's just easier for me. I can't be on my Facebook when I'm at work. So it makes it a lot easier for me to schedule online parties by being able to have a scheduling post. But now Facebook has a scheduler right in their groups. And so if you are, thank you, I'm wearing our new blue liquid liner that I used for the first time today. And this stuff does not move, ladies. It's coming out August 16th. Just a little plug there. So use plan posts in your groups. You can do that. You can plan posts ahead of time. So whether you're training your teams or whether you are using those for online parties, there's planners there now. I think it's only on the computer for now. I haven't seen it on my phone yet, but I already use a planning website. Save option on Facebook is a lifesaver. So if you see a really good post that you want to use later on for your business, I use that little drop down. There's a little arrow, and if you click that, you can save that post for later to either, you know, watch it, or if it's a video that you wanted to see, or if it's something you wanted to use for your own business, you can have that in there. And the other thing I love about that feature is that Facebook is so nice, and they remind you, hey, Sarah, you have a saved video or a saved post that you haven't gone and used yet. So that's something else that's really been beneficial. If you are someone that needs, and you find a great post, create a group and put all the posts into that group that you want to use later on with your business as you come across them. So there's all sorts of ways that you could organize. Facebook is sort of like an organizing tool in itself. The other thing that I absolutely love to use, and I just used it probably 3 times before I came on this live, is the, in Facebook now they have an event planner. So if you want to remind yourself, like let's say I need to follow up with someone, or someone needs to pick something up for me, a product, whatever, I can set an event time and plan. So like this weekend, I know that a few people need to pick some stuff up. So Saturday morning at 9 a.m. I have set a reminder to myself and to them, because you both get it, saying, okay, I need to message that person in order to follow up with them about what time they're coming over today. And it's just another great way that you can really organize yourself. Save option on Facebook, talked about that. Voice messaging people. So I really love the voice message feature on Facebook because it's personal, and whenever you're messaging someone, they need to be able to hear the excitement in your voice. They need to be able to trust you. And building an online business, like, you have to build trust. People are not just going to trust you off the get-go. They're not going to just know who you are. When you're sending voice messages, it makes it a lot easier for people to really trust you and believe in what you're telling them. So I also love, the event reminder. Let me see here. You just utilize a scheduler. So there's no excuse. There's really no excuse to not get whatever you have to get done for your business that day done, because there is all sorts of things you can do. And one of the best things that I've just started implementing into my business, and I will continue to implement because it's been huge already, is time blocking. So like, you need to take an hour. So, and I don't suggest doing this during the day. Like, if you're a stay-at-home mom and your kids are napping, that's not your time blocking time. You need to have like an hour in the evening where, like, if the baby wakes up, if your kids wake up, if the kids need something, that your significant other is there and supporting you and just tell them, like, I need 1 full hour. And it is amazing what you can get done for your business in that 1 full hour of time blocking, and just go for it. Go for it and do whatever you got to do, whether it's follow-ups, parties, whatever you're doing in there. Maybe it's a live, like tonight for my time blocking, I'm doing a live. So that's going to be part of it. So schedule things in. And then the other thing too is, like, you want to schedule other stuff into your life as well. Like, you have to be organized with this. So like date nights, you want to schedule those in, because if you're not scheduling them in and you like forget about them, or like, oh yeah, like Friday, Saturday, whatever. And when it comes to that point, like, the person you're with might feel left behind. So you don't want to do that. You want to make sure that you're scheduling everything in, the kids' baseball, everything that's there. And if you have the luxury that we do in this company, you can work from your phone. So if you have to work from the baseball diamond, try and be present. Try and be like, when you're where you are, try and be present in that moment. You don't want to miss like the big play because you're running to your car to do a live, or you're running to your car to like answer or make a phone call. Be at that baseball game and make sure that, you know, you're really paying attention. You're engaging with the people around you. So block off time. So like I said, time blocking for your family. There should be time blocking for your family, should be time blocking for your business. Set your tasks and put your phone away. So a lot of people really struggle with this, to put the phone down and put it away. Like, I am like just as guilty of this. I always have my phone with me. Even at the gym, like, I'm on the treadmill and my phone's with me. But I use the gym as my time to do self-development. And so I'm running and I'm also getting self-development at the same time. And I think that's probably been one of the smarter things I've done in the last like couple months, is making sure that, you know, if I'm running 60 minutes on a treadmill, I'm going to better my mind as well. And I think that's been a huge jump for me, rather than having self-development stuff going all the time all around me. Another really key thing that you can do on Facebook, because Facebook's got tons of little ins and outs for like organizing your business, is you can create friends lists. If you don't know how to do that, go to YouTube, type in, how do I create a Facebook friends list? And you can have a list of follow-ups, people that you think would be amazing at this business. So you could call them follow-ups, people you don't know, because I know I have lots of people on my Facebook that I do not know personally that I'm slowly trying to build relationships with. Presenters, so for us it's what people are called, so ambassadors or whatever company you're with. You have a list of people that are people that are, you know, on your team. And then potentials, like people that are still thinking about joining your opportunity, have a list of those. And you have those all separate. So if you're sitting down in your power hour and you need to make some follow-ups, then you're going to go to your follow-ups friends list and go through the list there and find people on there that you haven't followed up with in a while. I love the program TeamZ. So if you haven't tried TeamZ before, it is fabulous. They are with almost every network marketing company now. And I use it religiously in the morning. So I wake up in the morning, it's the first thing I do is log into TeamZ, and I follow up with 20 people. And then I follow up with 5 girls on my team and follow up with customers. But a lot of times when I'm doing my 20 follow-ups, I'm actually coming across customers anyways. It's really helped me to be organized. And then anyone who tells me that they're thinking about my business opportunity, I have a section on there that has actual follow-ups. So I'll click on those follow-ups and say, okay, today I have to follow up with 3 people. I had put down this date, and I'll go in and message them. So it's really, really important to kind of have some sort of organizational tool to help you. TeamZ is a great website. It's not free, but once again, you're running a business. So you want to make investments in yourself to progress your business further, right? So power hours, like I've already talked about, following up, messaging about parties. The biggest thing that I want you to take out of this, and I'm going to end with this, is that you do not need, in this business or in any online business, you don't need to work 8 hours a day to be successful. You need to take small blocks of time and use those to your full advantage. Use them to do things that are going to be income producing. So you can work 2 hours a day in my business, trust me, and still go to the top of the company like I did. But you have to make sure that in those hours you're prioritizing what you have to get done in your business in order to move it forward, which is follow-ups and getting people on your team. I don't care what business you're in, getting somebody on your team is always going to make you more money. Having somebody with you running this business, doing what you do and duplicating that is always going to make you more money. And running online parties is going to do that for anyone in my business, because you are going to be able to build your network through that. So I hope that was helpful. Please, if you found any value in this, I would really appreciate if you shared it so that the message can get out there that, you know, any business that you're running, this stuff can be effective. It can be things that you can do. They're tasks that you can do to, you know, push your business forward. You all deserve to be at the top of whatever company you're with. And in order to get there, you really do need to prioritize your time and organize your life, because it all coincides together. So thanks again to everybody who watched. I hope this training was helpful. And I hope you guys have a fabulous, it is what day today? Wednesday night.